Jim Caviezel, the Passion of the Christ actor from Hollywood, spent some time in Medjugorje and also paid a visit to Radio Mir Medjugorje. He became a worldwide famous person after he played the leading role in Mel Gibson's movie The Passion. He said that if he had not received his Medjugorje experiences prior to the movie, he would never have accepted that role, since it was in a Medjugorje that he experienced a completely new dimension of the faith. He also announced filming of movie Resurrection and invited faithful and priests to pray for that intention. Medjugorje is a place of hope for me. Everyone who comes here can have that profound encounter with heaven. I found out about Medjugorje while I was in Ireland during the making of the movie The Count of Monte Cristo. We had major problems with the script, and I could feel something bad was going to happen. When you are a part of the movie world, a whole career can go downhill if you happen to have only one bad movie. At the same time, my wife was in Medjugorje on her first pilgrimage there. When we spoke on the phone, I could hear a change in her voice. She told me that visionary Ivan Dragicevic was going to come to Ireland. I had a free day and I was able to come for one apparition. I stood at the very back of the packed church, and I did not really understand what was happening. I was in the section where disabled persons were. When the moment of apparitions began, I was sitting while people who were in wheelchairs were trying to kneel down. I was moved by that, as I did not feel like doing something similar. The apparition was finished and Ivan looked at me, came close to me and in poor English said that he wished to see me on the following Sunday for the apparition. I really did not know if that would be possible or not, as my schedule was really full. However, I went to the home of a man who was bringing groups from Ireland to Medjugorje. We became friends and Ivan was there also. I believed in the apparitions in Lourdes and Fatima, but I did not yet believe in the apparitions in Medjugorje. Everything was strange to me. In the moment when the apparition began, I looked at Ivan's face. I could see a smile and his gaze of ecstasy. I looked at him as actor and I thought to myself that he really needed to be a great actor to play out those impressions. I started to question that and to question Our Lady too. I said, "You need to tell me, what is this? Is this the truth or not? Is he faking this or not?" I prayed that Our Lady would do a miracle in the movie that we were making. "I need your help," I said. Suddenly, it was as if I could feel a smile on my soul. It was as if a part of heaven touched me. Tears were falling down my face. I became aware how many times I threw God out of my life. Ivan said how Gospa, Our Lady, was there to bring me to her son. That is how I continued to film the movie, and we then went to Malta. The movie director was an agnostic, and he had his personal doubts about the faith. We were filming in one huge castle full of paintings and artwork, and none of the images did not have any connection to religion. My character in the movie was to decide whether he would follow the love of his life. Then, among many such paintings, they needed to decide which painting is going to be on the ceiling during the shooting of that scene. Somehow we continued filming in a room that used to be a room for a child, and Our Lady's image was on the ceiling. The director, who knew that it was Our Lady, but did not know the meaning of her, brought that painting onto the set. The painting was put up and the scene with it was miraculously filmed at that time. For me, that was a sign that Our Lady was there, and that she was watching over this project. At the end of filming, I told my wife that I wanted to go to Medjugorje straight afterwards. I felt that something huge was going to happen. Soon, I had a phone call from Mel Gibson. He told me that he wanted me to play Jesus in his new movie, and that most likely, if I accept, I would not have any more business in Hollywood. He also told me that he did not want to be responsible for the breakdown of my movie career. Jim added that the movie Passion of the Christ, even after 15 years, is one of the most popular movies ever. When asked about messages of Gospa, this American actor said, "When I read one of Gospa's messages, I immediately recognized the voice of my shepherd and my mother who speaks to me." The gift we have when we read Our Lady's messages is more than anything else we can perceive or imagine in this world. We have a gift that God speaks to us now, but many people reject that. I am sure that the Passion movie would have never been filmed if it wasn't for Medjugorje. This world would have been a wreck without Our Lady and her apparitions. This is a blessed time. We live in the time of many graces and hope. Prior to my meeting with Ivan in Medjugorje, I did not have anything I could give. Now, I have something to give, thanks to Medjugorje. Huge responsibility lies on each one of us. However, you who live in Medjugorje have a much bigger responsibility, since they can receive so many spiritual blessings and joys. It is not difficult for me to live my faith. I now know well in which direction the future is heading. I do not place my beliefs or trust on material things, as I know soon all will be taken away from me. Indeed, it was much harder while I was spiritually empty. Back then, my life was completely turned to meaninglessness. Let us continue to pray for Jim and all of his film endeavors. Thank you for supporting my channel. Please like and subscribe. God bless you and keep you. Our Lady, Queen of Peace, pray for us.